They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He sets to fire deep. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Okay. Jordan came out and aired that bitch out early.
Touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Ravens have 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Jackson now. And he comes back with one complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson will throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they try the right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of them.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out of...
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Pickett. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Pickett now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a...
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
No bones?
None.
Tucker into the extra point. as they kick it away. It is fielded right at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Pickett backed up into his end zone here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there in the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And
across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
K.J. Hamler.
49 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
It got his man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
Now it's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up.
Pickett lost it.
But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. A sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
On third down, here's Dobbins. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action, Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pickett back to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he moves it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And I'm not sure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Pickett to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are doing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. From the 17, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Pickett to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
to throw here. Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This is getting close to a winning situation now. We got one final shot. They're into the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roll around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.